I've been doing placements for about 15 years, but not the work skills development framework. And my colleague here,
Lynn Torres, I'm the Information Research Skills Manager at Monash University in the library, and I've been using the RSD since 2009 and now exploring the WSD with Sue.
thank you, Lynn. So I will start first. Lynn has actually taken over the WSD and done a practical application. That was fast. So what we have done is, we've taken the research skills development framework and made it more applicable to employability. So we call it the work skills development instead of research skills. Use the same facets, same 6 facets, but turned it into work skills and made it more explicit to employability. So we get the students thinking as to how or what the work skills are. So we developed this framework called the Work Skills Development Framework. As you can see, just like the RSD, we've got 6 facets there, from initiative, moving on to technology, to learning and reflecting, planning and management, right up to communication and teamwork. And this is a broad description. We've got copies for you of the WSD where the details will be given to you. But basically, it matches the RSD, and as George said, it's a sister framework. So what do? We get the students using reflective journals to reflect on those work skills. We tell them, pick about 3 of those skills and write what you felt about it. Don't describe, because that's what they do. Think about it. Then you extract that information and fit it into the WSD table. And that way, they connect what they're doing with the actual work skill that is required in the placement. Now, when they're thinking, we want them to think on 2 different sides. One is the cognitive, and the other one is the affective. So, for example, the pink one, am I sensitive to others and culturally aware? We are thinking of the communication skill, but how do we express it in the workforce with sensitivity to others? Or I might say, how do I best use the skill? That would be cognitive, because you're only thinking about how you use the skill. We did a survey of what the students thought and what the employers thought. So you can see the difference between the 2. The students were emphasizing the technical issues, the cognitive, whereas the employers were more interested in the communication skills, the initiative they had, and so on. If you're more interested in this, there is a poster session up there. Come and have a look at the poster, and we're dealing a lot with that. So, the next session, I'll hand over to Lynn.
So at Monash University, we're exploring bringing the RSD and WSD into a Master of Business unit from professional practice. And the idea was originally scoped with Sue and myself and Stevie Yates from e-learning from the library. And we looked at how the RSD could be used as a reflective tool to think about what skills look like in the curriculum. So that's ongoing now, and we're at phase 2 of that project, which the pilot will start next semester. In Masters of Nursing Practice, we're looking at integrating the 3 sisters, the RSD, WSD, and the Clinical Reflective Skills Development Framework as well. And that project is moving along quite nicely. We'll be running the workshop soon, where we'll be unpacking the skills in all of the facets and having a look or interrogating the current curriculum using in vivo to get an idea of what's going on in the curriculum and where the gaps are, and then we can improve the curriculum.
Our message to you, therefore, is for you guys to get deeper understanding of the application of the cognitive and affective. We need to balance the 2 in our WSD and to make employability skills more explicit. So this will be done in the workshop.
So our workshop's going to be very hands-on and very practical, with some practical outcomes. We'll unpack the facets of work through a stimulus activity. And it's an activity that you could use with your students to start that conversation about work skills. It's an activity that you might want to do with your staff to also reflect on assessment tasks or your curriculum to see where the employability skills are. So it's a model that you can use in different ways. So we're providing a sample and an experience that hopefully you can take that and think of other ways that you might be able to use it in your environment.